bear witness that there is no God, there is no ilah, there is no God but Allah. Allah says in the Quran, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ Allahu Samad. Allah says He is one. He is one, there's no partners. He is the absolute, and He is the eternal. There's no start, there's no ending with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is the Allahu Samad. And lam yalid wa lam yulad. He begets not, nor is He begotten. Meaning, Allah has no partners. Allah has no children, no offspring, as what the Christians ascribe to Him. As Isa bin Maryam being the son of Allah. Astaghfirullah. We do not believe this. We believe that Allah is one. Allah is the creator of Alameen. Allah is Rabbil Alameen. Allah is Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. He is the most gracious, the most merciful. How do we know this? The tree that we receive our oxygen from comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The water that we sail upon comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Everything in creation that we have of benefit and use comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I also believe that Muhammad ibn Abdullah, son of Abdullah, son of Amina, is the last prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is the seal. He is the Rahmatul Alameen. He is the mercy of mankind, who received through the angel Jibreel the last Furqan, the criterion, the Holy Quran, which was revealed over 1400 years ago. And this revelation came to our holy prophet for over 23 years of his life. And the first verse that was revealed to our holy prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam was Iqra. Allah told him to read. So alhamdulillah, we're here today, inshallah, to come closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive us of our sins that we know of, that we don't know of, our past sins, and the sins that we may commit in the future. We ask Allah for the huda to guide us. We say this in the Surah to Fatiha, the 7th oft repeated verses. Ihdina sirat al-mustaqim. Show us, Ya Allah, the straight path. Muslims, some have been converts to the religion of Islam. A lot of us wasn't raised as Muslims. Some of us don't have the full understanding of Islam. We do Islam, but not Islam. Islam is your way of doing it. Islam is the surrendering religion. What is Islam? This is the khutbah. What is Islam? This is the khutbah. It's the surrender. A surrendering of what? What are you giving up? Your past self. Your self that was not Islam. Your ignorance. To enter into Islam, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, enter into the religion of Allah completely, perfectly. And know that the shaitan is your open enemy. These three things, to enter into Islam completely. We spoke about that last group about this, but I'm going to expound more, so we can get the understanding of what we have made a covenant, an oath. This is an oath, binding until you die. Binding oath. A covenant is called a khutbah. As we relate in Surah Al-Fatiha, when we say غَيْرُ الْمَغْضُوبِ عَلَيْهِمْ وَلَا الضَّالِّينَ, what is it talking about? This last ayah is talking about those who went dalala, those who went astray. Who was Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talking about? The Christians and the Jews. They took an oath with Allah and they flung it behind their back like it never happened. They flung the proof behind their back. They went against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala after becoming believers. Muslims, we cannot make this same mistake. We cannot enter into the religion of Allah and bring that past with us. When you enter into the religion of Allah, you have to be cleansed of your mind, your body, and your soul. The salat is the cleansing. The Quran is the teacher. The hadith is the explanation. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قد أفلح المؤمنون الذين هم في صلاتهم خاشعون والذين هم عن اللغو معرضون. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, Allah says in the Quran, Al-Mu'minun, certainly will the believers have succeeded. And another translation says, successful are the believers. They who are doing their salah humbly submissive. And they who turn away from ill speech, and they who are observant of zakah, and they who guard their private parts. Except from their wives or those their right hands possess, for indeed they will not be blamed. But whoever seeks beyond that, then those are the transgressors. And they who are to their trust and their promises attentive. And they who carefully maintain their salah. Those are the inheritors who will inherit al-Firdaus. They will abide fiha khalidun. They will abide therein eternally. So qad aflaha al-mu'minun, successful are who? The believer. Now who is the believer? And it explains what they do. They stay away from ill speech. They're submissive. They're humble. That's the one who's success. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, the guidance for the believer. ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين. In the Quran, ذلك الكتاب, in the book, is huda, is a guidance for those who muttaqin, who fear Allah. Who fear Allah. That's who it's a guidance for. That haya, that modesty. You know when you do something wrong and you feel bad? That's the haya. That's that modesty. That means you get closer to your Lord. That's why Rasulullah said, if you do sin and you don't feel no way about it, he said, do as you please. Go ahead, go do it, because you don't feel nothing about it. Just go ahead. Because every salat is supposed to be a salat to get you closer to your Lord, to make you fear Allah. Those who have knowledge, they will love Allah more. This is Islam. This is the surrendering religion. Those who fear their Lord in secret and in open. They believe in the ghaib. They believe in the unseen. They spend their money for the cause of Allah, not just for their own self. They worry about others. God Rasulullah says, you do not truly believe until you want for your brother as you want for yourself. You do not attain faith. You do not attain Iman. If the Muslim is hurting, you feel it. This encompasses Islam. What is Islam? All of this. The best example of Islam was our holy prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. His character, alhamdulillah, he didn't frown, he didn't look crazy in the face. He had love for those he knew that were Muslim and those he didn't know. And those that was non-Muslim, he worried about them because he wanted them to take their shahada as well. Look, Rasulullah had authentic hadith and was narrated. A second, inshallah. It was narrated, right? And I really want everyone to hear this, inshallah. On the 30th authority of Umar, who said, while we were one day sitting with the Messenger of Allah. So they were sitting with the Prophet Muhammad, right? And there appeared before us a man dressed in extremely white clothes and with very black hair. No traces of journeying were visible on him, and none of us knew him. He sat down close by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, rested his knee against his thighs, and said, "O Muhammad, inform me about Islam." Okay? So they sitting there, and this man appears out of nowhere. And he sits next to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he said to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "Inform me about Islam." The Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Islam is that you should testify that there is no God but Allah, and that Muhammad is his messenger, that you should perform salah, pay the zakat, and fast during the month of Ramadan, and perform hajj to the house, the Kaaba, if you are able to do so." The man said, "You have spoken truly." We were astonished at his questioning them, the Messenger of Allah Islam, and telling him that he was right. But he went on to say, "Inform me about Iman." Faith. He, the Messenger of Allah Islam, answered, "It is that you believe in Allah and His angels and His books and His messages and in the last day. And in the qadr, your faith." Right? What is the faith? Something happened to you yesterday. You killing yourself about, what do I do? Life is killing. No, that was the qadr. It was the qadr. It was preordained. It's either going to strengthen you, it's going to build your iman up, or your religion, or it may make you go astray. Prophet Ayub alayhi salatu wasalam, Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, Prophet Muhammad alayhi salam, Prophet Yunus alayhi salam. Yunus was told to go warn the people. He didn't do it in the well, took him in. And when he got out that well, he warned the people. Yusuf alayhi salam was thrown in the well, left for dead by his own brothers. And you know what that did with his iman? It made him go strong. Allah blessed him even more. He looked like he had no way out, no hope. And upon that, he was in prison because he didn't want to commit zina with someone else's wife. And the lady lied about him. And then Allah took Yusuf up and he became the interpreter of the dreams, right? And he predicted it would be famine in the land for a certain amount of time, and it'd be some good time in the land. And he took this back to the head, the chieftain. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed and exalted Yusuf so high. And when his brothers came back to see him looking for, trying to get food, he didn't turn against him. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed him and took him to something high, exalted him. So fate, qadr, preordained. Believe in the books of Allah, the books that were revealed to Isa, Dawood, the Zabur, the Torah, the Injil, the Quran. Not the Injil you read right now, because that's not the Injil from Jesus, Isa bin Maryam. The real Torah, the real Zabur, to believe in the angels. We have angels that do what? They blow the sword for Yom Kiyama. Israel, Israfil, Mikael. Angels have duties. Angels of head of the weather. Angels that will take your soul, your root. Angel Jibrail. Revelation. So we believe in all these things now. And we believe in the last day. That we believe Allah, and we say in Al-Fatiha, Maliki Yawmiddin, that Allah is the king of what? The day of judgment. This day where everybody will have to meet their Lord and be questioned in front of your Allah. You ain't gonna be able to lie. What Allah, what happened was, I wasn't on my deen last year because my back was hurting me. And I was waiting for my back to get better, and I was waiting to get this money, and I was gonna buy some kufis and some kimars. No, ain't no excuses on that day. So you can play the games with those who believe. You think to deceive those and those who believe, but you only deceive yourself. You can't play with the Creator. You might get it off with the people that you see. But Allah knows your thoughts. Allah knows what's in your heart. And Allah knows your moves. And it says, the Prophet said, and in the qadr fate, both in its good and in its evil aspects. He said, you have spoken the truth. Then the man said, inform me about his sin. The Prophet said, answer. It is that you should serve Allah as though you could see him. For though you cannot see him, yet know that he sees you. You serve Allah like he can see you. Us. Oh man, let me not cuss. Because even though I'm getting it off right now, Allah sees you. Allah heard you. It's been recorded by the Malaika. You ain't slick. You ain't slick. You ain't slick. Backbite. Way dooley cooley humans at the lumens at. You talking about your brothers and sisters. You backbite, you eating their flesh. Yeah, you got it off. They didn't hear you. But guess what? It got recorded. Allah know what you did. Kids talking back to their mother. You think you got that off, but guess what? Allah recorded your sin as well. Mothers, wives, mothers not teaching their children Islam. Allah recorded that. You ain't getting off on that. Fathers for not teaching your kids Islam. Allah recorded that. You ain't getting off on that. Wives that have husbands that don't submit to their husband. Allah recorded that. You ain't getting away with that. Your mouth, your attitude. Husbands that do not love their wife, do not teach their wife, and guide their wife. You're not getting away from that, I kid. Allah will deal with you. See, we're going to talk about Islam. I got to inform the brothers and sisters that this is Islam. Surrendering, fearing Allah, being submissive, humbly, everything that comes with the Quran, this is Islam. Every hadith, Islam. To surrender. And let's go further, because I'm going to make it short. He, the Messenger of Allah, said about that the one question knows more than the questioner. So the person asked, inform me about the hour. He, the Prophet, said about that the one question knows no more than the questioner. So he said, well, inform me about the signs thereof. He said they are that the slave girl will give birth to her mistress, that will see the barefooted, naked, destitute, the herdsmen of the sheep competing with each other and raising lofty buildings. Raising lofty buildings. Do you see lofty buildings in this era? Yeah, it might be that time. Yawm al-Qiyamah's coming. Thereupon the man went off. I waited a while, and then he, the message of Allah, said, O Umar, do you know who that questioner was? I replied, Allah, his messenger, no better. The Prophet said, that was Jibril, the angel. He came to teach you your religion. So you never know who may be amongst you. That angel Jibril came to the people and sat with him, an angel. He had black hair. And he asked the Prophet Muhammad Islam, what is Islam? And the Prophet broke it all the way down. But then it became something that the Prophet didn't know. He said, tell me about the hour. That day, when the day of judgment. When the coming of it. And the angel Jibril broke that down for him. We as Muslims must take our religion seriously. Our life on this earth seriously. Our preparation for our death seriously. You're not going to live forever. There is a time for all of us to go. Ain't nobody that died came back to tell us about it, did they? No. That's a promise. You're going to die. A wise man is one who prepares himself. So when you enter into this Islam, you have to surrender something. You're surrendering things that you may not be comfortable. You're used to doing stuff a certain way. You used to act in a certain way. But if it conflicts with Islam, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. We gotta stop. Myself, because I'm closer to my ear and my mouth than you are. I can hear myself talk very clearly. yourself, have you surrendered to the will of the Lord fully? Or you're just taking a little here and a little there and still being your own self? You know who you are. I know who I am. I know the ignorance that follows, the attitude, the bad character, the going. That's not Islam. How you used to handle things, you can't handle that no more in Islam. Every situation you go through, you better find an ayah, a verse, a hadith, but you want to deal with it how you want to deal with it. Now, man, but what did the law say? What did the prophet say? Even how you eat. Are you eating Islamically? Ask yourself. Do you go to the bathroom properly? Ask yourself.
Yes.
Do you offer salat properly? Do you read Quran properly? It's a way of doing everything in Islam. How you sleep, how you eat, how you wake up, how you love each other. You can't do it how you think you know how to love. You don't know how to love nobody. None of us do. But we'll learn how to love by loving Allah. Allah will teach you how to love. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam will teach you how to love. The biggest hadith, one for your brothers, you want for yourself. If you want someone to be gentle and loving to you, why don't you do it yourself? Men be men. Why do I say men? Men raise your kids. Men teach your sister something. Teach your kids Islam. Don't just buy them clothes. Don't just buy them this. And you can't buy Islam. You teach Islam. Islam is something that you watch. You hear. This is what Islam. When the Prophet ﷺ was kicked out of Mecca, where he had to make migration, and they was trying to kill him, they watched Prophet Muhammad. They observed him. And he had the best character, the best way of doing things. And where did he get that from? Allah. He didn't get it on his own. Allah. So go ahead and follow your mother. Go ahead and follow your brother. Go ahead and follow your father. You should be following the character of the Prophet Muhammad. And if we're not doing it, then we're not following Islam. When we in the gym and we ain't going to the verse of the Quran to help us, then guess what? You're not following Islam. You're following his land. You see H-I-S-L-A-M, lamb. We want to follow Islam. So the first step is to surrender everything. Submit yourself to the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If we do this, we ain't going to have no worries. We're going to be happy. We're going to smile. Life is about to be good, y'all. But first, we must do what? Submit to the will of Allah. But God, Salam.